am now, I'm in a special place of tender warm embrace where I am now. Where I am now, I'm better than before. I'm through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place of tender warm embrace. Where I am now.
Good morning. What a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Wow, I tell you what, it was raining here a little while ago, but I tell you what, the sun is popping, and I am absolutely glad and excited that I tell you what, I can get out here today and enjoy this beautiful weather. Hi, I'm Yolanda Hinton, host of FYI Morning Show Live. I want to welcome Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and over here is TikTok. TikTok is up and popping as usual. Good morning, Ferg. Good morning, Intentional. Oh, wow, we have so many folk over here already. Look, make sure you all like, share, comment, and subscribe. As a matter of fact, don't hesitate to go over to YouTube at FYI Radio Show Live. Host Yolanda Hinton. Go over there and subscribe. Give me some numbers over there, y'all. Also, over there on YouTube is Crystal Records One. CRISTO Records One. Subscribe, share, and make sure you tell me that you heard us on FYI Radio Show on whatever platform. When you go over there to YouTube and subscribe, please make a note so I can get back with you and say hello or something. All you all that are on, make sure you say something in the chat so I can respond. If I can't get to your name, if the feed goes too fast, just say something so I can hit you back up later on. So look, this is our great fun. I tell you what, it's a lot going on, I'm telling you. And we're going to get to that in a little while. I want to make sure you all know about the sponsors. Please check out bullvickacademy.com, www.bullvickacademy.com. Check out the anti-bullying initiative, things for students and teachers and parents. You'll find books. Bullying is right underneath your nose. Also, the Diary of a Former Bully. There's a game there called Bulvic, Bulvic. But not only is that game there on the Bulvic website, you can go to iTunes or you can go to Google Play and get the game Bulvic, Bulvic. You'll enjoy it. The family will enjoy it. It's not for the faint of heart. It's got a lot of things that you have to do. You got to strategize. You've got to fight emotions. You got to talk to students, teachers. You got to read. It's just a lot of things that happen in this game. And I would love for you all to go over there and tell our sponsors you heard about them on FYI. Good morning, Anna. Good morning, Vicky. Let's see who else is here. London, Landon. I think that's Landon. Douglas, what's happening? Leon Smith, how are you this morning? Family, circle, I think that's what that is. Jenna, beloved, how are you? L. Travis, so I tell you what, Travieso. Sometimes I spell it so I won't get it wrong. And just so glad to see you all here. Thank you for joining me this morning on this wonderful Fun Friday. Thank you for your support. You all are a blessing, and I'm glad that you all take your precious time and join with me. Look, say something in the chat. I want to hear what you all have to say. You know, any given topic that I have, or any guest that's on, if you want to make a comment or ask a question, or, you know, just say hello, you all in the chat, please, on all the platforms, make sure you say something to this lady right here, and definitely we'll respond to you. It's Fun Friday. It's the weekend. I tell you what, I don't know what you all going to do, but I'm going to have a good time. There's a lot going on in the city here. And it's a lot going on anyway, all the way around. But I tell you what, we're doing some things, and I'm going to share a few things that are happening around the town. But first, guess what I got for you guys? I've got the current job list. And look, I've already posted it on the pages. It's already on LinkedIn. It's on all the Facebook platforms, the Yolanda Hinton's fan page, FYI Radio Show, host Yolanda Hinton, my personal page. Get over there, get this job. These jobs, these great jobs, great salaries, some are part and full-time, but I want you all to have it and share it as well. So the current job list is as follows. The Regional Development Director is needed for Make-A-Wish Foundation. We also have the Senior Services of Southeastern Virginia. They got quite a few opportunities here. They have Home Delivered Meals Coordinator, Housing Stabilization Specialist, Resource Specialist, Staff Support Assistant, Suffolk Public Library. They need that position filled. And then we have the Girl Scouts of the Colonial Coast. They need a financial director. So all you all that are good with those numbers and good with money and good with records and accounting, get yourself over there to the Girl Scouts of the Colonial Coast and fill that job, financial director needed. Edgar Case Association. Now, this is new for me. I don't believe I've seen this on our listing throughout the year. So listen to what they need. They need a travel reservation specialist. They need a community program associate, bookstore sales associate, director of philanthropy. They need also development director, Equa Kids, the therapeutic writing program. I think it's Equa Kids, EQI-KIDS. Please, 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 if you all are interested in that, go and check out their website. It's Edgar Cayce, C-A-Y-C-E, Association. Boy, we got some other things like Norfolk Public Library, which need a part-time community engagement assistant, and for kids. This is an organization that I'm familiar with, and throughout the years, they've made employment opportunities available to our community. And so they need an accountant, they need an education liaison, they need a development support assistant, they need a services assistant, and they need a housing specialist. That's for kids. You all check them out on their website as well. Now we have the Civic Leadership Institute. They need Director of Alumni Engagement. We also have United Way, Director of Corporate and Community Relations. That's needed. Now here's another one, Versability. Throughout the years, we've announced these jobs. Their resources are as following. They need a direct support professional, and that's a full-time position. They also need a direct support professional, which is a part-time position. They need PRN, that's here it is, direct support professional, PRN. You all take note of that. Then at the Hayes House, these are certain locations, they need a residential supervisor. And the Bruton House, that's B-R-U-T-O-N, house, they need a residential supervisor there as well. Then we have, if you all are animal lovers, dog lovers, cat lovers, whatever, the SPCA is providing a job in the Virginia Beach area, Virginia Beach, Virginia, and this is what they need. Their clinic, They need veterinary receptionist. The shelter needs a client services representative. The kennel needs animal care technician, and events manager is needed as well. Then they need a humane education coordinator and a clinic level one vet assistant. You all govern yourself accordingly. Get over there to the SPCA. If you want to work with animals or in any of these fields, make sure you all check them out on their website. The Suffolk Public Library, they need a library associate. Virginia Beach CASA, CASA, they need an advocate manager. We've got Drive Safe Hampton Roads. They need an occupant protection administrative coordinator. Suffolk Public Library, this is a part-time job. They need a computer support technician. And the Up Center, they need an outpatient program coordinator. Norfolk Public Library is jumping in on it. And they need a school outreach contractor. More than one, as a matter of fact. Also, we have the YWCA, a few things that they have listed, and it's the Director of Survivor Advocacy and Crisis Response. They also need Director of Housing Stability and Support Services, Victim Advocate and Community Engagement Coordinator, and that's at the Center for Sexual Assault Survivors. You all check out the YWCA, great jobs available, serious jobs available at that. Eggleston, you all heard Eggleston. Eggleston is everywhere. We hear about it a lot up here in the Hampton Roads area, and these are the jobs that they have available. Eggleston Wellness Center, they need a direct support professional. Hartside, these are locations now. Direct support professional needed there. Military Highway, they need a direct support professional there. Howland House, direct support professional. And Stanford Court, they need a direct support professional. Don't sleep on the Virginia Zoo. Let's see what's going on there. They need a development manager at the Virginia Zoo. They need volunteer programs manager there as well. Then we have the Tidewater Jewish Foundation, which needs a senior accountant, and the Norfolk Public Library, here they go again, they need a community outreach ambassador. We also have the City of Norfolk Arts program manager needed. Senior Director of Development in the neighborhood is needed as well. We have a lot of jobs today. Here we go again with the Children's Center. They need an HR recruiter. They need an IT manager, bus monitor, bus driver, service coordinator, center-based coordinator, occupational therapist, speech language pathologist. The Center of Sexual Assault Survivors there need victim services and a program manager. Here we go again with 4 kids. They got a few more things going on. You all, development support assistant, services assistant, temporary after school assistant, and housing specialist. Those are our jobs. You all get over to my pages, get there, get them, share them, and make sure if you need a job, go online and get you a job, okay? Yeah, so look, I told you all there's so much going on, and we're celebrating a lot of things. I wanted to mention 2 things that are going on here in the Hampton Roads area before we get along with our topic and stuff like that. And one of the things in the Hampton Roads area, and this is absolutely fabulous because, you know, throughout the years, you know, in Hampton Roads, you know, we've done a lot of things, and we've done highlighting of the Juneteenth celebration, but it was in little pieces, and you know, this group over here would do it, this group over here, this group over here. Now, on this weekend, Juneteenth is going to be celebrated in a big way here in the Norfolk area of Virginia. And it is absolutely marvelous because it is combined with Harbor Fest, which is another celebration that has been coming here to Hampton Roads for quite some time. Let's give it up for Juneteenth. Listen to this. Juneteenth is a federal holiday commemorating the effective end, end of slavery. Did you hear what I just said? In the United States. It marks June 19th, which is today, but that took place in 1865 when Union troops arrived in Galveston, Texas, to announce that all enslaved people were free. More than 2 years after Emancipation Proclamation was issued. Also known as Freedom Day of Emancipation Day, the holiday blends June and 19th. It is time to celebrate resilience, honor Black culture, and reflect on American history. Can you imagine, people being in a certain spot, in a certain way, so many years, and then all of a sudden they hear the news. And this is the thing, some of them had heard of, the Emancipation Proclamation. Some knew that slavery was over, but then there had to be that announcement. People had to really get it. And so this wonderful day, this holiday that we celebrate, it commemorates those that, hey, got the word, those that got the word that this thing called slavery was over. Did you hear what I said? That this thing called slavery, can you imagine? Living in a time when somebody owned you, living in a time where you had no rights, living in a time when you couldn't even keep your name, living in a time when you was kidnapped and trafficked and beat and killed and lied on and spit on and called every name in the book for years and years and years. Can you imagine when that day ended and what it felt like? Can you imagine what that day felt like? And I tell you what, we celebrated, and it is here on the big stage, one of the biggest festivals that we have right here in the Hampton Roads area. And people are really excited about the celebration of Juneteenth and how it was made a national holiday. We really are thankful for that. You may not understand it, y'all. You may not understand it, y'all, that never experienced racism and trafficking and slavery, your ancestors. You may not understand it. But I tell you what, it's something to be celebrated, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to make sure we lift our voice. I tell you what, we're going to celebrate it in so many ways. Look, food, folk, fun, history, information, all kind of things in celebration of this Juneteenth. And we don't want to forget what happened. We don't want to not tell our children. That's why, look, bring your children out there. If you all are in this area or you all want to visit this area for the celebration, bring them. Bring them. If you're not having it in your city or town, bring your children so they can find out what this thing is all about. Go over the history of what happened. It was made a federal holiday in 2021. Isn't that crazy? It was just made a federal holiday, and it should be. And so we are so glad that somebody said, look, let's make this official. Let's make this where we can remember, where we can celebrate, because that's something to celebrate. We have our freedoms now because of those things that were ended back there years ago with our ancestors being enslaved, to be free, to have freedom. And they had challenges going ahead. We still do. It's a shame we still got that thread of racism and foolishness still in this country. But I tell you what, we are freer than we've ever been, and we can celebrate us and where we come from, where we are, and where we are going. We have always had the ability to see light, and because of God, it's possible that we live the way we live now, and we celebrate that. Okay, can't take that stuff away. It's here, and because of a lot of people that worked hard and suffered hard and uh, lived in a way where uh, they knew it was wrong, we have the ability now to move forward in our lives. But teach your children, like I said, make sure you go out and celebrate. So many things. They have parades, they have barbecues, they have historical readings. They just feature a whole lot of things. They're going to have vendors out there, reflection on education and community service, and recognizing, like I said, the ongoing fight for equality, honey. So listen, thank God that we can celebrate ourselves. Look, listen, we got something that I love. I tell you what, we talked about it on Wednesday, and we are just excited about what's going on. On Sunday, we celebrate what? Father's Day. I gotta give applause to Father. Yeah, we talked about it on Wednesday, and the topic was what fathers don't want for Father's Day. We went down the line, talking about certain things that fathers are saying, listen, it's enough of that. Y'all come on, it's 2026. Let's just kind of like, celebrate us in a better way, or celebrate us a little bit more like you do mothers. Mothers doing a Mother's Day celebration, mothers get everything. Let's just admit, just tell it like it is. Moms, just look, we are just celebrated so wonderfully. Our children just nurture us, love us, just take the time to share their love with us with gifts and just with great things, with great words and inspiration and stuff like that. And it is very, very touching. It is wonderful to be able to have your children love on you. And when you go to the restaurants on Mother's Day, it's wrapped around the corner, all wrapped around. It's full. You can't even get in certain places. Uh, and it's just absolutely beautiful to have your children appreciate who you are. And they sit back and they say how you have affected their lives throughout the years. Now listen, we got to do the same thing for fathers. I talked about it. Why aren't the restaurants wrapped around? Why is it not wrapped? Folks not wrapped around for father? Well, there were various reasons, and if you all want to, you all can actually go back to that Wednesday show on FYI and check out why. Some of the reasons why I thought that there's a difference. Anyway, it's FYI's Father's Day celebration. And the segment today is what dads want on Father's Day. Not what they don't want, is what they want. So Father's Day is coming up this Sunday, like I said. And, we celebrate it. We appreciate dads. And we have to really, really show them how much we care. So some of the things, I wanted to talk about some of the things that daddies want. Some of the things that I came across. Now listen to this. This may be a little different from what I talked about, what they don't want. And it may be some of the things that I talked about that they don't want that may be on this list. But I kind of like Googled, some of the things that dads get. Let's put it like that. Or some of the things that some folk recommend. Now listen to this and see if you all agree or disagree with this listing here, okay? It says, get him a sweet Father's Day greeting card. I agree with that. Words and are very special. And then if you put a wonderful note along with that from your heart, that's going to mean a lot to dads. I'm for that. It says create a book or scrapbook. Hmm. Give him a gift basket with all his favorite snacks, gift cards included. Give him a gift that's been on his wish list for a while. That's what I was telling you all on Wednesday. Men give hints. Absolutely. They give hints on uh, what they want. You just got to listen. Men may not be as outspoken when it comes to what I want and need, but you'll hear them say, "Oh man, I saw these fly this and that. I like that." Or you may be walking in the store with him and he goes to a place and you say, Dad, I think I'll get that because he's really checking that out a lot. Um, it says frame a meaningful photo for him. Uh, Create a time capsule with meaningful items from the past for him to open. And it also says make him a reason we love you jar with notes from the whole family. That is creative and cute. Let's see. It says it's some more things that it says. It says go for coffee or at his favorite coffee shop. I like that. That's kind of cute. Uh, Host a backyard barbecue with family and friends. That's if he's into that. You don't want to have something like that and he ends up in the den smoking a cigar. Don't want to be bothered with the guests and nobody else. He's kind of private and laid back. So make sure when you host backyard barbecues and things like that, it's something that he wants. It says take him to a live sport game. Now that's an amen to me. A live sports game. Take that. Men love some sports, and we do our sports talk segments. I know how much men really get into sports, and they have their teams, and they rah rah. But I tell you what, if you've never seen them go to a professional game, this is a good time to get tickets and surprise him with, so he can enjoy some of his favorite sports. Take him a brunch at his favorite restaurant and make one of his favorite dishes. That's a good idea. Cook for daddy, especially our young kids. Make them breakfast in bed. Let mommy get the kids something to cook, like bacon and eggs or whatever. Some people don't eat meat, but whatever, eggs and different kind of dishes, so he can enjoy his Father's Day. A breakfast in bed, wouldn't that be a great choice? Breakfast in bed, y'all, especially for the younger ones. I think they would have fun preparing for their pancakes and things like that, and really having fun serving our kings. Let's see, what else? Book a brewery tour and tasting session. Men that enjoy beer and wine and things, you could do something like that. Sign up for a class he'd enjoy. Look, photography or something like that don't make nothing a whole lot of hard work for him. That's not a gift. When he has to work hard for a gift, that's not a real good gift, okay? So make sure make sure you give him something that is not a job, and sign him up for something he may enjoy. Listen to this. Go for a sunset walk with ice cream. Ooh, that sounds so good. Book an event or hobby class for him and his friends to enjoy. Wouldn't that be nice? That would be absolutely nice. Take him on a trip. Take him if he loves golf, take him on a golf trip. Go fishing with him together. Go camping for the weekend. For those that love camping, and a lot of men love that. They love camping, they love hunting, go on a road trip, scenic place or national park. President Obama just opened up his wonderful, wonderful building, and we'll talk about that when we talk on Monday evening. We have a great guest coming on Monday evening. I'll share that with you all later. But take him to some of these wonderful places that can show him history if he's into that. take him on a trip, like I said, to show him things that he has not seen but always wanted to. Uh, he was always interested or had it on his bucket list, his wish list. Take him to the beach. Take him to the beach. I tell you what, that's one of my favorite places. So look, if you all are into, the beach, or you think daddy is into the beach, take him to the beach. Look, we have a resort area here, Virginia Beach, and I'm telling you, my husband loves the atmosphere. Our family have gone and enjoyed the resort area here every year for years. And so uh, take take them to places that they really enjoy: the beach, the lake, fishing. Ooh, a lot of men love fishing. So look, take that daddy out there and let him cast that line, bring home fish or no fish at all. Listen, I need 30 seconds, because guess what? I need 30 seconds. Y'all give me 30 seconds and I shall be right back. Okay? Okay, I'm back. I'm here. I'm Yolanda Hinton, host of FYI Morning Show Live. I want to welcome you all again. Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and over here, TikTok. TikTok, you all always blowing up the feed here. So many folk. Hi, Anna. Hello, Donnell. Let's see who else. 4K. C Dub. What's going on, C Dub? Breen, let's see, is it Burnham? I think that's what it is. Love is up here. Marlo. And we're going to absolutely shout you out a little bit later. Some of the other folks that are on, but we want to just say thank you so much for joining on today. And thank you for your support. We're talking about Father's Day. We are celebrating our kings. Absolutely. Absolutely. Talking about fathers, what a precious, precious thing to have a father. It's a precious thing. And I say it like that because I lost my father. I was a little girl, and he died in a tragic accident in the subway in New York, and in Brooklyn, New York. My mother had to take me and my other siblings, there's seven of us here, back here to the Hampton Roads area where she grew up. And we lodged in the trees where were my grandmas, my uncles, my aunts, my cousins. We lodged there, and they helped heal us from the trauma. They took us in. I know we stayed with my grandmother for a year before my mom built a home in Virginia, and my grandma just nurtured us and looked after us, and whipped us and everything. We just had a time and adjusting. Can you imagine, losing a father so young, not understanding even what death was? I didn't even know what death was at the time. I was so young. It was like, well, what's that? Where's daddy? Where's daddy? I wanted to know where my daddy was. That's all I wanted to know. Daddy was gone. Daddy had died. The night before, my mother was in church actually, and the police came to the house. And I'll never forget, they asked if my mother was there, and all of us, all the other children, seven, my sisters were older. They were teenagers and things like that. I was a little teeny girl. And I remember the police handing us a little note to call. Whew. Ah, it's been a long time, but I tell you what, it's something that I still think about. And that Saturday, it's crazy. It's really funny. I wake up walk past the room. I don't know what's going on. And I look in the room and I say to my mom, Mom, where's Daddy? I did not know he had died the night before so tragically. Where's Daddy? So that's why I'm saying this is an important time. And if you have a father, a daddy, you need to celebrate that king. You need to celebrate that daddy because I tell you, in an instant, daddy can be gone. It changed our whole world, our whole life. And guess what? I discovered what death was. I didn't know nothing about death. Died, and nothing. That never entered in my mind until that time. And I said, oh my God. We took on just like I said, little trauma. We just didn't just we had to come back. We had to leave Brooklyn, New York, and we had to come back to our family. We had to come back where we could get healed. We had to come back where we could feel safe. We had to come back where we could get a better understanding of why Daddy was not here no more. And then we had to move on. We had to move on because Daddy won't care. So I say to you all, make sure you celebrate the King, your daddy, your father. Do it in some kind of way. You may not have a whole lot of money to go out there and roll out there and buy a whole lot of stuff. And that's not even a point. We do that because we give them a token. It's like a reward. But I tell you that what, there are some other things that we can do to celebrate our fathers. I'm telling you, it wasn't a good feeling. It was not a good feeling to lose a father, a daddy. And then it brought on fear, it brought on shame. It's like everybody in the whole wide world had a daddy. You go to school, everybody had a daddy. Where's yours? Don't have no daddy. Daddy's name on school papers and stuff, deceased. Deceased. I learned that word so early, deceased. He's deceased. He's gone. And it was almost like a little shameful thing. It's like, oh my God, everybody else has a father. I don't have one. We got to live without a father. You just don't know. You just don't understand. You must appreciate dads when you have them. So I tell you what, beside the things that I talked about, here are a few more things. Look, that dad may like. You all know. Have you all seen those meta glasses? Oh my God, I even want one for myself. Oh my God, those glasses where you can go online and you can use them just like a computer. Meta glasses are a good thing. Brand name sneakers, Adidas, all kind of different things that they may like. But like I just mentioned, barbecues, barbecue items, especially a lot of dads like the barbecue. They just like, oh, their chest is like puffed out here. I know how to do this and that. And a lot of them do. And so, barbecue items would be fine. Day spas, don't sleep on no days. Men do like to be pampered. They like massages, they like pedicures, some of them like manicures. And this would be a wonderful thing for them. And they have sometimes the all-day spas. All day long, you can sit there and just, let them be pampered and cared for. These are things that dads like. And again, fishing gear, hunting gear, things like that. The sport. Nothing hard. Don't give them a whole lot of tools to go to work. How moms are. Moms are going to put a man to work. I don't care what he do. He got a day off and she ready to put him to work. Don't do the work thing. Don't buy the tools for the work thing. Buy him stuff like sporting gear, fishing gear and things like that. Again, breakfast in bed for dads. All the things that I've mentioned before. Make sure you all kind of get him things that he really, really wants. But listen to this, y'all. Beyond material things, beyond material gifts, listen to this. You can give your dad meaningful experiences and actions. Acts of service and quality time. Take over his chores. Take over his chores, man. Ladies, even the kids, if he's the one to take out the trash, y'all take out the trash. Do something for him that he's usually doing. and he can take a break out of it. Wash his car, handle the yard work. All right, uh, do a home repair. You do something. Don't let dad do everything on his special day. You do that. Uh, Plan an activity together. Maybe just somewhere where you can sit back and just talk. Go to the park, just talk to dad. Just listen to him and who he is. Sometimes dads are a mystery. Sometimes men don't communicate and talk and show who they are on the inside part. You see them working and doing this and the other, but have you ever sat down with dad to find out who he is on the inside part? Who is he? How does he think? How does he feel? What does he do beside work? What are his thoughts? How did he feel about certain things? What's his history? Where has he come from? What has he gone through? Find out that. Share, let him share those things with you. Cook his favorite meal. You fire up the grill. Get the grill cooking and buy those steaks, put those steaks on the oven, whatever kind of thing he eats, whatever kind of thing he likes, put that thing. Connection and legacy. Like I said, sit down and get a recording app or and interview him about his favorite childhood memories, his career or his life advice. I tell you what, once you get a man going talking about himself, it is absolutely fabulous. And he'll go on and on and on. And he'll either smile or cry, but he has shared and poured himself out. And that always brings a good feeling. Write him a letter. Maybe you're not good at words. Maybe you don't know how to express yourself. But I tell you what, get a piece of paper or get your computer and start just typing and saying, Dad, you know what? I may not tell you this, but once a year, or maybe I haven't. Dad, I love you. Dad, you are special to me. Dad, you are absolutely fabulous. Dad, this is all that you do for us, and I'm thankful. Sit down and tell your dad how you feel. All right, the gifts are good. But when you express your love in words and deeds to your daddy, that means a lot. Write him a song or something. Do a dance. Make up a dance for him. Give him some money and say, look, I can't pay you for all that you've done, but this is just something that goes along with this fabulous poem that I've written for you, just to say thank you. Tell Dad thank you. Give him that beautiful expression like we do our mothers. Maybe he's not into going to a restaurant, but he wants to hear those words that I love you and that you're important and that you've done so much for me as your child. Please do that. Please do that. Make sure you show your love for your daddy. I tell you what, we got some upcoming shows. We got some upcoming shows. I want to shout folk out. Look, before I do that, let's see who's here on the line. Y'all excuse me, because some of these names are just like in a fuzz. So, pretty girl, what you doing? How you doing? Let's see. Who else? For Holly. Is it Hollywood TV? How you doing? Ariana, hi. Susan, what's up? Donald Reynolds, hi. Travis, hello. Nancy, what's going on? Rich, RICHOFFAST. I don't want to mess it up. It's long. PAMP, hello. Let's see, Light, Bright, hi. King Germon, hello. Lax God 67. Ronnie, what's happening? Juan, hi. Patricia Smith, hello. Um, is it Aaron? I think it's Aaron, or yeah, Aaron. Hello. G, hello. M. Harris, what's going on? Baby Cakes, what's happening, Baby Cakes? Are you all ready for the weekend? Are you all ready for Father's Day? Are you all ready for Juneteenth? So much going on. So much going on. Let me try to get over here and see what Facebook is doing. And shout out who's up here. I hope my girl Sheila Robbins is up here, baby. And let's see who else is on. Make sure you all say something in the chat so I can say hi to y'all. Y'all, okay? Say something in the chat so I can see the chat come up. And let's see. Just hello to everybody. So I wanted to mention this before I go, and I'm gonna get back to shouting you all out in a little bit. But I wanted to mention a very, very fabulous gift for Daddy. And this is from our sponsor. I mentioned Bulwark Academy, but that's a family, student, parent thing. This right here is a website for men. Our sponsor, Beard Gods, www.beardgods.com, BeardGodz. Can you all right now go over to the website, men or women that are buying gifts for fathers or baby daddies or whoever, husbands and things like that? Go over to www.beardgods.com and check out the Beard God line, the products. Very special person close to my heart. Chris Hinton is the owner of Beard Gods and has some fabulous things for men. He has the shampoos, the conditioners, he has the balms, he has all kind of vitamins, oils, brushes, combs, picks, because there's a certain way you should be grooming that beard. There's certain things you should be doing to that beard. He has education on that site on some of the things that you need to do in order to keep a fly beard and to really take care of the hair. Now, those vitamins and biotin things that he has, they're up there. Make sure you check those out. Keeping the hair healthy and strong is a must. And in order to really grow hair, you've got to take care of hair. Hair will grow, but you've got to take care of it. You got to keep it groomed. You have to have a good barber. And so those are some of the things that he talks about, making sure you have a great foundation for keeping your hair well groomed. If you check out Chris Hinton on any social media platform, you'll see what I'm saying. Talking about a beard, oh my God. Talking about a beard. He practices what he preaches. He uses his own products. And I want you all to make sure you all go over to www.beardgods.com, BeardGodz, for your happy Father's Day gifts. You can buy them now. You can buy them, even after Father's Day and give your father or your baby daddy and all that. But please get this. This is proven to be such a great product. And you all can get in touch with Chris and let him know, hey, I'm into, looking good. I want a beard like you have. I mean, that beard is big. Oh, it's a big beard. And it is really well taken care of. And so I see a lot of guys styling beards now, especially more now in this day and time than I've ever seen. And some of them really need to be able to nourish that beard, make it look its best, keep it healthy, strong, clean. And there's a way that Chris talks about how you keep the beard dry on the inside so it won't flake. Products to use so the skin under that beard is going to be well taken care of. It's not just about the hair, it's about the skin beneath that hair that you should be taking care of. That hair on your head, and keeping it washed and conditioned and looking good, looking the best for your baby, for yourself, and for those people that love you and that are around you that want to see you keep yourself looking the best. So again, great products. One of the sponsors of FYI Morning Show Live. Please go to www.beardgodz.com. That's BEARDGODZ. Mr. Chris Hinton is the owner, and he has great products for you. Go to his page, go to social media, like I said, Chris Hinton. You can go to Beard Gods. There's a Beard God page there on Facebook and on the other platforms. Or you can go to the website, beardgods.com. Check it out, okay? And tell them that FYI Morning Show Live, the host Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, has sent you all there to check him out. Let's give a round of applause to our sponsor. Let's see who else is on the line here. Baby Cakes. I say hi to Baby Cakes. Let's see. TRANSUA. Let's see. Is this Bradshaw? Is this, let's see, Kenny? What's going on? King, hi, how are you? Let's see. I think it's STEPH. LLY. I'm not sure if I'm reading it right. Let's see. Grand. Is it GR? Look, it's so much fuzz down the bottom on this platform. You all got to clear that up. TikTok, so I can see better. Will underscore is valid. Marco Rodriguez, what's going on? Hi, Ray. Digital Dean or Denny, something like that. Jonathan, Tim, hi, what's going on? Let's see. AJMAL, Mayo, Annie, how are you? Purposefully, hi. Michelle, what's going on? Debaya, how you doing? Emmanuel, hello. Mia, all right. The real Birdie, that's cute. 2, 2, 3, 4, I believe that's it. Let's see. Ooh, Kimberly, how are you? So many folk on. Thank you so much for joining me on today. Thank you for your support. Look, I want to make sure I mention the upcoming shows and everything. Yeah, we want to make sure we tell you, or I want to tell you what's going on over here on Facebook. I'm trying to see you. Somebody say something in the chat so I can see what's going on Facebook. Look, so we got some great shows coming up, and we want you all to be there with us. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the upcoming shows. I'm excited about what's going to be going on FYI Morning Show and FYI After Dark. As a matter of fact, you all please join me not only for FYI Sports Talk that morning at 9:30 a.m., but in the evening we have a very special guest. His name is, let me get everything right, Erwin Schofield. And listen to the topic. It says faith in a hostile political environment. That's our topic for Monday evening. Monday morning, Sports Talk Live. Monday evening, Erwin Schofield. It says faith in a hostile political environment. Do we need faith in this political environment? I really think we do. It is so much going on. I know you all are checking out some of the things that are happening in our world, in our nation, uh, and even in our local arena. There is a lot going on in the political world, and we really need to find our way and maneuver our way so we can stand strong and stay focused, because there's so many voices out here telling us this, that, and the other, and we really need to focus on what we need to do, where we're going, how to keep our families safe, how to, continue to survive in this world, and, just make sure that we don't get, what is it, just disillusioned, cynical, you know, fearful. And so we're going to talk about that. Faith in a hostile political environment. We also have Nichelle Buffalo. She's running for Chesapeake City Council. She's going to be here with us. And when I get the date, I will definitely post so you all can join me talking with her. Also, money and more. Money and more. I already told you all that I like to talk about money, but not just about counting money and gaining money, but stewarding and management and investing. Those are the things that I really like to get into. Those are things I really want to bring to you all to have a conversation about. Men issues, of course, we're going to continue with that. Women's issues. Speaking about women's issues, I will have coming up a women's segment, and I'll be talking to women. It's a conversation with Yolanda, the lady, talking to various women in various occupations and positions and titles. And then we'll have panel discussions. We're going to bring them together on one platform, and we're going to talk to women. If you all have any questions, once I begin to introduce them, because that's what I'm going to do, I'm going to individually introduce these ladies, these women to you all, and then collectively we'll come together. You all can talk with us, ask questions. You'll hear all kind of things about their lives, their journey, how to survive in certain environments, what's close to their heart as women, what they want to talk about, what they want to discuss, and what they feel would be something that could really, really give you all information and profit and motivation as well. Okay, now don't forget around the town, and we're going to do, of course, summer fun. We're going to do around the town, we're going to do summer fun, and we're going to do safety. We're going to do pool and water safety. I'm going to actually go around my pool. I'm going to set this thing up out there. And my grandson is going to join me. He joined me on Monday for Monday Sports Talk, but he'll be joining me, and he is really good with giving water safety tips and pool safety tips. And so he'll join me for our summer fun segment throughout the summer, and we'll have other guests as well, talking about some of the things that are happening and some of the things that we have to be aware of, being safe during the holidays and traveling and things, traveling tips and all kind of things. Okay, so we'll be doing that, the around the town segment, real estate 2026. I'm going to get Mr. Chris Hinton up here after a while, and we're going to do that segment as well. So look, Jason Baker, he'll be here with cryptocurrency. Are you all into cryptocurrency? Look, I'm getting my feet wet with a little bit of cryptocurrency. I'm learning from him, and I'm learning, a little bit more and more about it. I need to know more because I really want to find out if it is a good investment. Some of the downfalls, some of the things that to be aware of, some of the things that's coming. There are some things that just we know just a little, and then there are going to be some things coming that we need to know. We really need to know where this is going. Cryptocurrency is here to stay. Y'all might as well admit it. But how we use it and who use it and why we use it and when to invest, those are things that we will discuss. If you all are experts in the field of cryptocurrency, baby, don't hesitate to call me. Don't hesitate to inbox me. Don't hesitate to email me and say, listen, I know a little bit more than you. I would love to come on and share with your peeps, with your fans, with your friends, with your listeners, with your viewers. And come on, let's inform one another. That's what this is. FYI Radio Show for your information. FYI Morning Show for your information. We need to be able to inspire and energize and just motivate our listeners to find out more so they can live the best of life. We don't want people to just lay in the dark. Well, I don't know what it is. Well, it's everywhere. Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know. You remember when the computer came out? Oh, I'm too scared. That's the devil. The computer, the microwave, everything was the devil. Everything was the devil. Everything is not the devil. But I tell you what, some people can use it to do devilish things. But everything is not the devil. So this thing, cryptocurrency, we know that there's good and evil in all and everything. And so make sure you all join us. We're going to find about the good, the bad, and the ugly side of this thing called cryptocurrency. But you need to know because it is going to be here. Just like I said about the computer. The computer came in existence and hey, it's here and it's here to stay. Look where we are now. So make sure you all join me for the cryptocurrency with Jason Baker, and let's share about what it is, what's happening, do research, and then join me if you are a pro at it, as an expert, you're making big money, if you know what the pitfalls are, let's get together. Hey, CJ, what's going on? Kenneth, what's happening? William, is that how you pronounce it? How are you, Emmanuel? How are you? Uh, Abdil? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. But Boss Baby, hey Andre, how are you? Look, you need to call us sometime and let us know how you're doing. Arthur Morgan, how are you? Um, I think it's Delmy Gonzalez. I think that's what it is. How are you? Rhonda, what's going on, young lady? Norma? Let's see. Naj, NAJ, DJ, uh, ZYAVY. How are you, Tim? What's going on? Lewis, hi. Everybody, hello. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your support. Look, I'm gonna see you back here on Monday for Monday Sports Talk. Whew, I want to talk about. You know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about this. I want to talk about the Knicks. They had their parade. The highlights from that. I want to talk about Serena and Venus Williams making that comeback into our tennis. There's so many things to talk about. The WNBA definitely going to be giving you highlights on the winners and the losers of our weekend games. There are so many things to cover as far as sports. We'll give you some tea. We'll give you some insights and info on what's going on. And look, as we near closer to the NFL, we'll talk about some of the practices, where they are, what they're doing, who's joining the camp, some of the draft picks and how they are playing and getting through the training season. And then when it comes to the games, of course, we'll be highlighting the game. I'm looking for someone to come on. I already have one wonderful young man that comes on with me. And I'm just looking for maybe one or two others, maybe a lady, especially as we do the WNBA. If you're a young woman and you love sports and you can really give us great information on some of the things that are happening in our women's sports, hey, inbox me or contact me at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. I would love to have you on to do this thing for me and with me. So look, y'all, I gotta go. It's time for me to get out here in creation and really enjoy myself. Like I said, there's a whole lot going on in this Hampton Roads area. Look, don't forget our fathers, our kings. Don't forget to love on your daddies. Don't forget to love on your fathers. Lift them up, tell them you love them, and make them have a fabulous, fabulous Father's Day. Look, y'all, I gotta go. There's so many on that I haven't been able to shout out. If you say something in the chat, I will be able to respond. Those that are on Facebook, I will definitely check you all out. Instagram, you know I'm gonna say hi to you all as well. Twitter, LinkedIn, all you all that are on, make sure you say something so I can send you some love. I tell you what, this has been a fabulous, fabulous Friday. I'm looking to just really enjoy and do a lot of great things, and get back here on Monday to be with you all and share some of the things that have gone on during the weekend. So look, we're gonna say goodbye. There goes Sheila Robbins. Let's see. I see a notification from Miss Sheila. Let's see who else. Uh, you all just thank you so much. Chris Hinton, I want to shout him out. Uh, Again, beardgods.com, go out there. I want to shout out all fathers. I want to thank you, fathers. I want to thank you for all that you do and how you do it. I want to thank, husbands who are fathers and brothers who are fathers and all uncles and kinfolk, everybody that's a papa. A papa. Yes, 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 yes. So is that my girl? Is that my girl? Oh my goodness, is this my girl? Miss Carter, are you here? My beautiful friend. We need to get together. Is she here? Tracy Porter, good morning. Look at Diane Carter. That's my baby bird. Diane, all you all, Sheila Robbins, everybody that's on, I love you. And I'm going to see you all back here, okay, on Monday. Don't forget, okay? Don't forget to join me at 9:30 on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays at 9:30 a.m. Also, FYI, after dark, you gotta meet me here for this dialogue and conversation with uh, Aaron Schofield. Bless you. Anyway, have a wonderful weekend.